Folks, I'm starting something new today because we're going to be touching on all the ship news here. I'm thinking we do this every single month. After every monthly report, we do the monthly report, and then we do a section that's just about ships. And I'm getting myself a little spreadsheet here. I'm not special on spreadsheets. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. This was pre-made by something, probably some machine learning thing, I don't know. So I'm going to start to actually put down stuff, and we can track these as we cover them on these videos and then see where they are and do all the fun stuff. And you guys can make bets, and we'll take money, and we'll start a casino out of this, and this will be a gambling stream from now on, and Twitch don't ban us. JK, we're just going to guess about spaceships, but it's going to be fun. There is a new Greycat vehicle being added to the game, and an Inside Star Citizen, or sorry, Behind the Ships came out today to cover it. It's a 3-minute trailer for the vehicle, basically. But let's see what makes it special, and if we're going to want to drive it, or just use it as an LTI token.
MTC is a military ground vehicle.
And it edges on the side of high-tech, but it's still that industrial vibe.
It's like a clenched fist, compact, solid, and battle-ready.
It's massive wide body, big tires, and huge bars at the front. Just means that if this thing is driving towards you, you want to get out of the way.
It actually does look very like mini Ursa. Just like by maybe a meter?
It allows you to bring more weapons to help people on the battlefield. You can never have too much firepower, and the MTC allows for that.
It's designed for easy maintenance, yet when you look at it, it looks really put together and refined.
How many
One thing
seats?
that was really important to us is making sure that you guys had access to things without entering the vehicle, so you can do a quick drive-by, pick up and go.
Oh.
So we put some personal storage on the outside, and we have a big cargo rack on the back. And the side door is a new design.
Okay, I like that. Does the cargo rack work?
And we have a big cargo rack on the back.
That's nice. 4 SCU of easy. Oh boy, this is going to be great for ground missions. See, this is like the CIG problem. They, oh right, yeah, those are 1/8 SCU boxes. So that's, what are they? Is it half an SCU? 1 SCU? Oh, they're quarter SCU boxes. Okay, so 1 SCU. It's really, there's a saying in Star Citizen. I like to say there's a saying, but I don't think many people say it. The later your ship is made, the better. This is clearly a better option for what the game is than the Ursa. And what I always wondered to myself is, are they going to be able to make the game curve back towards where the Ursa is as useful as this? Or are they going to need to change the Ursa to be more useful in the model they're building? Because they're changing the game quite a bit from the way it was kind of envisioned back in like 2017, 2018, when quite a few of the things that we're seeing competitors come out for now were made. So I'm like, what gives? This goes for quite a few different vehicles. I mean, this is something we'll talk about later with the Valkyrie and the Asgard. I know both of these will have different things that work for them, but the general design of this, I'm like, if the Ursa was made now, do you guys think it would have a cargo grid like this? Or do you think it would have exterior personal storage? And if so, do you think it's going to get that added to it? Or do you think it's going to continue to shun those and have something else that takes its place? Is kind of what I'm getting at. Because I would like if it's the latter, you know? I want them to keep the things that are good and bad for the old vehicles too, and just make sure that they keep those goods over stuff like this.
And the side door is a new design based on this kind of chassis of vehicle where it has a really low form factor. You'll see when it opens, the door slides along the rail, and that means that when it's fully deployed, it actually sits further back than the tire, allowing you to fit it in more ships.
Ah, that's a nice touch. See, that's another thing. Is that a planned? Okay, I know how to say it. Is that a
further back than the
Is this a by design pro over something like the Ursa, or will the Ursa get updated with that? Because there are things that new ships get. For instance, the Corsair, the ship we're looking at right now, has those landing lights that light up the area around the outside of the ship. And when that happens, you ask yourself, okay, so are other ships going to get lights like that? Or is this something that's particular to the Corsair as a benefit? You can ask yourself about that when it comes to the cutter's window visor thing. Is this going to be specific to the cutter, or are older ships going to get stuff like this? And it's always, that's what I'm asking myself. I don't know if it's one way or the other. Nobody really knows. I don't even think CIG fully knows, but it's interesting to see which direction they go in.
A tire, allowing you to fit it in more ships.
The MTC has two size 2 guns on the top. It can be controlled by the pilot, or secondary, it can be controlled by the remote turret seat in the rear. This allows that second player can come in controlling the turret, and then when needs to enter the battlefield, the pilot can then resume control of the turrets for backup.
Okay, I like that you can use the turret from the very back. Yeah, man, this makes ground vehicles. They just need to find better ways to make us not use ships.
For backup.
In first look, you see very simple design, but telling a story. It has 3 weapon rack. One of them is between 2 suit lockers for a heavy weapon, others for regular weapons.
Can I use the suit locker though? Hey, you guys remember when they teased us with suit lockers last year?
There is 4 component bay and 2 suit locker.
In the design of the cockpit, I try to make a balance between something cool and fancy and something strong and aggressive. I think
See, there's more of it. It's not just the cutter. I think there's a couple ships with something like that.
we did it.
The MTC matches similar speeds of, say, the Ursa. But its improved handling characteristics is going to allow it to traverse, say, Daymar a lot better than the rest of the field.
Still gonna have to get rid of rocks,
Slightly
guys.
shorter than the Ursa, and it's also a lot more tanky with it being
Decrease
a military-style vehicle. On the inside, you can carry a lot more weapons. It doesn't carry as many people as the Ursa, but like...
Okay, wait. I'm trying to get a fix. So there's 2 chairs, yeah?
Inside, you can carry a lot more.
There's one up here and then this one. That's not a chair. That's component stuff. Dude, this interior looks so good. The contrast between this and the older ground vehicles is wild.
Weapons. It doesn't carry as many people as the Ursa, but like always, trade-offs.
Doesn't carry as many or as
With
much?
the Ursa. On the inside, you can carry a lot more weapons. It doesn't carry as many people as the Ursa.
As many people. So, I mean, you always have that over this vehicle, of course. But when it comes to the quality of life things, I do wonder. And like you said, Noisemaze, they do kind of got to be wary of what they add to the old models. They still need to have their own unique things, but the manpower it takes for that. I really do hope that that's why they're building up their vehicle team, for the updates and stuff that they're going to need to do to maintain these vehicles. We can hope.
But like always, trade-offs.
This vehicle's for people who want to be the hero. Everything's going wrong, they're on a ground mission, and your ground troops need support. Over the horizon, they see this thing just come flying in, huge headlights, light.
I don't know, man. I don't know if this is what if I was like, hey man, I need a hero in Star Citizen. I hope you're showing up in a spaceship. Not gonna lie.
The entire field of battle, and you're running towards it, and your enemies are running away from it.
It's a cool vehicle. I think it's much better than, I think this is better than almost any of the other ground vehicles. And they know that we're probably going to think that, because like if you want a 2-person vehicle that's got, it's kind of like maneuverable and nifty and quick, I guess you have the STV, you have the Dragonfly, you have, I think those 2 are really it. And neither of those have good storage or good defense mechanisms. So this is, and if you want to get good storage or defense mechanisms, what do you bump all the way up to a Ursa? Or I guess you can get a Cyclone, but even the Cyclone's lacking in storage. So I think this is a really good ground vehicle. I'm surprised it actually took this long for something like this to come along. But I think this is what they wanted to do with the Ursa. And then they realized the Ursa is just like too big and unwieldy and not useful, because it doesn't matter how many seats you have. People just throw bodies in a vehicle anyways right now. So good addition, but it makes me wonder, it makes me think where the heck is the G12? Because it's like basically the same vehicle. And it's a concept, and we've had it for years. And there is no reason not to have the G12, if I'm not mistaken. Why don't we take a look at that? It's like, guys, people would have bought plenty of the G12. Not like this isn't a good-looking vehicle. Where the heck? This thing would have sold, man. It carries more storage. It looks way better. Yeah, it's bigger, but like, I do think they would have sold more of this than they would have of the new thing that they're showing. And it would have sold for more because it's got 2 SCU of storage back here. I don't know, man. I think this would have been a really good opportunity to bring us a vehicle that you guys have been selling since 2020. Yeah, since 2020, it's been in concept, and it doesn't have any gameplay that holds it back. This part of it is annoying to me. I'd love to see this thing, dude. This is such an, oh God. Honestly, I don't think it looks that amazing, but I definitely like it a lot more than the other ground vehicles. I like the sleekness of it. It gives me strong Mass Effect vibes. Anything that does that is whatever, fine.